You've probably seen them, right? Those ads that pop up promising you a whole, ready-to-go online business for less than the price of lunch. It's this dream of instant digital entrepreneurship, all packaged up in a neat little box. But what are you really getting? Today, we're going to deconstruct the instant business.
And this, right here, is the heart of the story. On the left, you see the incredible promise, a giant bundle with 3 million digital products. And on the right, the cold, hard reality, a store built with these products that brought in a grand total of $37. So how on earth do you go from millions of assets to just this? That is the big question we're tackling today.
So let's start with the marketing, because the pitch is really good. Here's an ad for over 76,000 assets, and they call it the ultimate shortcut. And just look at that price, slashed from almost $100 down to 10. I mean, at that price, they're practically begging you to just click buy without thinking too much about it.
And the language they use is all about speed, about ease. It's not just a folder of files. They're selling you a fast-track shortcut. You can tell they're targeting folks who want to start something but are maybe feeling a little overwhelmed. Solo entrepreneurs, coaches, freelancers, anyone who's desperate to save time and money.
And the claims? They are nothing short of spectacular. This one here promises the complete $100 million business blueprint. The message is clear. You're not just buying some ebooks. You're buying the secret sauce to engineer profitability and get unlimited leads. The scale of what they're promising is just huge. The marketing also does a great job of creating this sense of urgency. Look at this ad for an email marketing playbook. It promises you can start dominating Q4. It's tapping right into that anxiety, that FOMO of missing out on the biggest sales seasons. It positions itself as the one thing you need to capture 40 or 50% of your revenue.
Okay, so let's pop the hood. Let's unbox this thing. When you actually click that download button, what's inside these giant bundles?
Well, the contents are all over the place. For instance, you might get a completely finished product, like this, a collection of 10 fantasy bedtime stories, already decked out with AI-generated illustrations. It's basically an ebook ready to sell, right out of the box.
And this really shows you the level of detail we're talking about. It's not just a vague idea. You're getting a fully structured product. Here's the actual table of contents for that kid's book, with 10 completely different stories already written and laid out for you.
But it's not all just stuff to sell. You also get tools to help you sell. This slide, for example, shows a bundle of over 150 Canva templates. These are designed so you can quickly whip up your own marketing materials or social media posts without having any design skills whatsoever.
And some of this stuff gets surprisingly technical too. This ad is for 2,000 automation workflows. These are basically pre-built recipes for connecting different apps and putting tasks on autopilot, promising to save you hundreds of hours of mind-numbing manual work.
And get this, it's not just documents and templates. Some of these bundles even include entire web applications, like this 100-day challenge tracker, a whole tool you can just rebrand and start selling to customers who are into personal growth and hitting their goals.
Now, the special key that unlocks this whole business model is something called Master Resell Rights, or MRR. This license is absolutely crucial. Why? Because it doesn't just let you sell the product, it lets you sell the right to sell the product to your own customers. It's a huge deal, and you get to keep 100% of the profits.
So, how does this all supposedly come together as a business plan? Well, the whole thing is pitched as this super simple 3-step process. Step 1, use the stuff for yourself. Step 2, edit and rebrand it so it looks like it's yours. And step 3, slap it up in your own online store and keep all the cash. Easy, right? So that's the model. Use, edit, sell. It sounds almost too good to be true. But here's the billion-dollar question. Does it actually work? Does it translate into a real successful online store? Okay, let's follow the money and look at some actual data.
First things first, traffic. You can have the greatest products ever, but if nobody sees them, you sell nothing. This dashboard shows a store using this exact model got just 109 visits over an entire month. That averages out to maybe 3 or 4 people a day. That's it.
Okay, so what about conversions? Out of those 109 people who stopped by, how many actually pulled out their credit card? Well, the store overview tells the story. A grand total of 4 orders.
And the total revenue generated from those 4 orders was $37. Not $3,700, not even $37,000, just $37.
Let's just break that down visually so it really sinks in. We're looking at 4 total orders. The average person spent $9.25. And that all adds up to that final $37 sales figure for the entire month. I mean, when you put the crazy marketing promises right next to the actual numbers, the difference is just staggering. The $100 million business blueprint turned into $37 in sales. The promise to dominate Q4 resulted in just 4 orders. And the ultimate shortcut still couldn't get more than 109 people to even visit the site.
So what's the real lesson here? What's the big takeaway? It's that owning a giant library of products is not the same thing as owning a business. The hard part, the real challenge, isn't getting the inventory, it's everything else. It's the marketing, it's building an audience, it's driving traffic. An instant solution doesn't magically erase all that long-term effort. And that really leaves us with one final thought. When you buy one of these massive bundles, are you really getting a business in a box? Or are you just buying a hard drive absolutely packed with a whole lot of homework? The evidence seems to suggest you get the raw materials, sure, but building the actual business? Yeah, that part's still on you.